And now the Hebrew of Ruth 1:5. So see if you can pronounce that. Here's how I would pronounce it. Vayemutu gam shenehem machlon v'kilyon v'tishaer. Okay. Recognize anything? Vav patak doubling, converted imperfect. That suggests the yod is a third person imperfect. The yod and shruk is a 1-2 punch. It's a third masculine plural. And they, what did they do? They moot. They died. And they died. Gam, they also died. Who are they? Shenehem. Hem is them. Sheni is two. So the two of them also died. That is, Machlon and Kilion. Malon and Kilion. Machlon and Kilion. Those two also died. They are the sons of Naomi, and one of them is the husband of Ruth. And they also died, the two of them, Machlon and Kilion. Fatisha okay, we have Vav Patak doubling, so that's a converted imperfect or preterite, a past tense. The tav would suggest, if it's an imperfect, then the tav is either a third feminine singular or a second masculine singular. But because the subject is a ha'isha, the wife, I'm thinking it's a third feminine singular. And the wife was left. Let's go ahead and pronounce this while we're bleeding over. Ha'isha, mishneh, yaladeha, umeisha. Okay, so we know the wife was left. Let's look more at this here. So we have a doubled first letter, but it's a strong verb, kind of, sha'ar, so to leave. And so what does a doubled first consonant indicate? Well, it happens when a nun assimilates because no vowel separates. And so this is an N stem or a Niph'al stem, which is the passive stem. So instead of and she left, it's she was left and the wife was left. That is Naomi, I believe, from the two of her children. She's left from the two of her children and from her husband. So all she has are these two daughter-in-laws who are Moabitess women, Yeah, that's kind of uncomfortable. But anyway, so ha-isha. So isha, if ish is man, like ish here is man or husband, isha with a feminine singular ending, right? Kamatz hey is a feminine singular ending, is wife. So husband, ish, isha is wife. The hey is the. And normally you would have hey patak doubling, but I'm a guttural. I don't do doubling. It's not in my contract. So he tried to shoot it a gesh in there. Bing! It bounced off and made the patak into a long kamatz. Not really, but that's compensatory lengthening because the guttural wouldn't do doubling. So the wife was left. We have min here. Do we have a min up here? No, this is the first min. And nun assimilates when no vowel separates. So the nun of min, from, got sucked into the shin, and we have a doubled shin. This also is from, but again, the Aleph said, I don't do doubling. It's not in my contract. And so we tried to shoot it a gesh in there. Bing! It bounced back and it took a hirik and doubled it into a seri. Not really. But this is compensatory lengthening as well. This was compensatory lengthening of a patak, which became a long kamatz. This is compensatory lengthening of a hirik, which became a seri. From and from. So shene is two. We had sheni up here, two. Seri yod is a masculine plural construct ending from the two of. And then yeladeka, the yod is telling me it's plural. A yelad is a child. And then ha is the feminine singular possessive suffix. So her children. The ishas, the woman's, the mother's, Naomi's children. So ha is her. Hirik, the yod tells me it's plural. And then yelad is children. So Uh, the wife was left from the two of her children. That's not good English. We'll have to finesse it a little bit. The wife was left after her children died. We know what it's saying, right? Um, and from her husband. So ha, or the hey here again. I've had a conversation with a student confused about. Wait a minute, why isn't it? Well, there's more than one option. We kind of have to, with these suffixes, we kind of have to be able to roll with the punches. So ha is feminine, her children, and then the hey with a mapik in it that tells you it's a consonantal hey is also a her husband. Um, it's the fact that this vowel is before it. There are reasons why they pick the one they do. Ish is in the middle. May is from. U is in front of a bump letter. So in front of a bet and a mem and a pay, the vav becomes a sharuk often. Ooh, bump. So that's why that's a sharuk in front of the mem. And from her husband, from her ish. I think that's it. So, and the two of them also died, Machlon and Kilyon. And the wife, let me give you the translation. And the wife was left from the two of her children and from her husband. So Naomi's all by herself. She's like, I'm the only Jew left here. I'm all alone in Moab. This is not a comfortable place for me to be. Don't have my children, don't have my husband. So stay tuned for the next part of the story.